Hi, it's Renee, and today we are going to play with the Round We Go stamp set, and I'm going to stamp it 3 ways. So let's get started. The first card is this Happiest Birthday, and what I'm using is the Country Lace and the Country Woods paper sets. I think the best part of this bundle really is the dies. They are so fun. I've seen them used in so many different ways, but this time I wanted to focus on award ribbons. All right, so what I'm doing first is making the rosette, and you're gonna wanna make sure you use something really sticky that's gonna hold these together. So just a basic tape runner is probably not gonna hold it as tight as you would like. All right, so let's start layering these together. It's gonna be easy to line up because one side is like a picket fence and the other side is scallops. Okay, so I'm gonna move to time lapse to just go fold these back and forth. Okay, so we have this all folded. So I'm just going to attach the last side so that then we have our full circle. And what's really fun about this rosette is that once it's done, you can either have the scallops on the outside, or you can have the picket fence on the outside. And of course, double-sided paper, you have all kinds of options. All right, so I have just a circled white cardstock, and I am going to put a little bit of adhesive on it first. It's just gonna help it hold it in place a little bit, but then you're gonna wanna use something really, really strong to hold the rosette in place. So what I'm gonna do is put this on here first. Get these off here. Okay, and I want the picket fence going outward. Oops, that one doesn't want to fold down. Go down. There we go. Okay, we want to push that in so that center is as small as it can get. Okay, and it's hard to adhere because, of course, it's just got the mountains and valley folds that are trying to adhere to it. So I'm going to put some liquid glue just in that hole. And it's just gonna settle down in there and hold everything in place. So I'm gonna set that aside while I finish the rest of the card. Okay, let's get some stamping done. Okay, this sentiment, we're doing the Happiest Birthday, and this stamp set has some awesome sentiments. So we'll get that right there. Perfect. And now we're just gonna build the card. Okay, so I used the Country Woods as my base for all the cards, and then I used the Country Lace for the other parts. Now this one looks maybe a little more masculine, but that's why I threw the little bit of the pink in so that it could be masculine or feminine. So this is gonna go down, I have my measurements on my glass mat here, but it's gonna go at about 4.75. I don't know if that helps you or not, but it was helping me as I was putting it together. So there's that piece. I have been wanting to play with this Country Lace and Country Wood since the catalog came out in May. So I was excited to have a good project to do it with. All right, so we're gonna just put a little bit of adhesive on the back of all. I think there's a little bit of adhesive on my fingers. All right, let's try that again. Okay, so I'm just gonna do a little bit on each of these banners, and then I'm going to put them together. And that one's going down, and then these ones are just small enough to go right on top. And for these cards, I will have the Cricut Design Space link and the card pattern in my Facebook group, Because Cute Matters, which you can join at any time. All right, so the rosette is still wet, but I'm gonna go ahead and use the liquid glue to attach these. Okay, and then we're gonna attach the happiest birthday as well to the center of that. Now, normally I would set that aside and let that dry some more, but since we're on video, I'm gonna go ahead and just finish it for you and then let it just dry on its own. Okay, so there we go. We have our happiest birthday ribbon award. Pretty cute, right? Okay, so let's go on to, I'm gonna flip those up a little bit, give them a little more dimension. Cute, cute, cute. Okay, here is card 2. Definitely a little more on the feminine side. But we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna start with putting together the rosette. So let's get our tear and tape on there. And I tried to make each card just a little bit different in, I don't know why I turned those over. It's going on the front. A little bit different in the way I did the award ribbon and how I did the sentiment. So on this one, I added stamping to the ribbons. And this one we're gonna stamp inside the card as well. Which most of the time I like to leave my cards blank on the inside. That way at the last possible minute, I can choose what kind of sentiment I want on there. Okay, I'll get these trimmed off, and then we'll attach one side just like we did the other one. I don't know why, but I've just always loved rosettes. I just think they're super fun. Maybe it's winning things in the 3rd grade or something. I don't know. All right, let's just do one side, and then we're gonna do our mountain valley folds. Okay, again, line it up with your picket fences and your scallops. All right, let's start folding this. Okay, let's get this attached for the circle. So cute, right? Okay, so I have a little circle of cardstock, tear and tape on there just to hold it down in the beginning. And then I'll add the liquid adhesive. Don't you just love this Country Woods one? That pink coming through there is so pretty. Love it. Make that one a little long. All right. Okay, this time I want the scallops on the outside. So let's get this on here. Okay, kind of our temporary hold. Okay, get some liquid adhesive, and it's just gonna settle down into that hole. So I'm gonna set this, well actually, while I have it there, let's go ahead and add, this is one of the dies. Isn't that so cute? And then let's stamp. This is your. Okay. Oops. Okay, I'm gonna use a little bit of the liquid glue for that sentiment. Okay, let's set that aside to dry a little bit. All right, so we're gonna do some more stamping. We're gonna do Hip Hip Hooray. And I'm doing this on 2 separate pieces, but the stamp is one. So what I'm gonna do is just ink up the Hip Hip. Okay, so the Hip Hip is gonna go right in the middle. Okay, all right, all cleaned off. And now we're gonna do the Hooray on the other one. So I'm just starting at the H and just inking up from there over. If you're worried about spacing, you can just use a Post-it note or some masking tape. Okay, and that's just gonna go in the middle. Super cute. Gonna stamp day on the inside. And then you could add in a happy birthday underneath it or a congratulations underneath it. Cute. All right, let's put this card together. And we're just gonna start with the card base cover. Oh gosh, I love this paper so much. It's probably one that will get hoarded. You all know what I'm talking about. This is just a really light gray. I'm trying to match the wood in that piece. Okay, and again, it's gonna go down. It's gonna be about 4 3/4 there. Okay, and then how cute is this from the Country Lace? It's actually the back side of the rosette. Super cute. And that's just gonna go super weird, but I think I want the direction of those going down. All right. So I decided after I finished this card that I wanted these banners to be a little bit skinnier. And I just took the free banner on Cricut Design Space, and I'm gonna use the tear and tape because it's like the perfect length for these. But I took the banner and I spliced it in half to create these little teeny banners. And I don't know if you watched my video on designing your cards on Cricut Design Space using free shapes. So that's what I've been doing, so that anybody who wants to get in there and get a copy of the cut file doesn't have a problem making the card, because if I make it with something that you might not have, that would be a problem, wouldn't it? Okay, let's do these two, and then I'm just gonna put that together, and you'll notice that I'm just putting a little bit up at the top. That's because I want the banners to, you know, kind of float a little. Love that. Okay, we're gonna start with these little blue pieces. And again, you're gonna wanna, you know, aim for the center of the card here. So these aren't going too wide in their angles. I'm just gonna keep those close together. All right, so then next we have our hip hip hooray. So cute, right? Oh my gosh, I love it. All right. Hip hip. All right, and then our pink. Yeah, I think that width is better. Those are just a little too wide. Okay, so this probably isn't dry, but I'm going to go ahead and adhere it to the card again with some liquid adhesive. And there you go. Isn't that so cute? Oh, adorable, love it. All right, card 3. This one is definitely more masculine. And I've already die cut my pieces. So this is another one of the die cuts. The one I used on the last card is more scalloped, rounded edges, and this one's more picket fence. So let's start with the rosette. And I used in the country lace. This is, you can kind of see the little lacy look on that side, but this side is just stripes, real subtle stripes. And it has kind of that denim look to it. So I thought for a masculine one, this would be really good for that. I'm just gonna put some tear and tape on the little tabs that will connect our rosette together. All right, I'm gonna trim those off. So again, you want to match up your scallops and your picket fence. Oh, so cute. All right, let's get folding. All right, it is all folded. So let's attach this tab to the other side of the rosette. Match up your scallops and your picket fences. Come on, that is so fun, right? Okay, so again, I have a little circle here. I'm gonna put some tear and tape on there. This is gonna be more of a temporary hold. Don't count on this to hold your rosette together because I tried, it won't. You need, this is to hold it in place while the liquid adhesive dries. There's nothing more frustrating than coming and looking at your card the next morning and the rosette has all fallen apart. It is a tragedy, I tell you. So trust me, this is the way to go. Okay, since this is more masculine, I'm gonna do the picket fence side. Let's get that in there, nice and tight. All right, liquid adhesive. Okay, while that's settling down in there, I'm gonna take this cute piece here and go ahead and attach that. Okay, I'm gonna set that aside to dry. So this is the free banner that I got on Cricut Design Space that I used to do all the little banners. I just sliced them all up in different ways, but we are going to stamp Time to Celebrate on here. Perfect. So cute. All right, let's go ahead and get that liquid adhesive. We're just going to put some more on top. And let our sentiment dry along with the rosette. Okay, let's get this card put together. All right, card base. Oh, I love this one too. Let's see, I think the darker part to be at the bottom. Okay, so let's get our next layer on. So I wanted to pull out the dark gray in that Country Woods piece. And then, doesn't that remind you of a bandana? So cute. Kind of, as I was making these, I thought this kind of has like a country fair kind of look to it too, which was unintended, but still super cute. All right, let's get all our little pieces. I think they're so cute. Get them all turned over, and then I'm gonna add the Terran tape to these, because again, it's actually the perfect width for all of these. So, see if I can do these quickly. We'll see. Later, if you say, oh, you should have time-lapsed that, then I'll know I took too long. Okay, a couple more. Again, you'd want to do the adhesive just only up at the top so that the ribbons themselves can fly free, so to speak. Oops, I'm losing my consistency there, so I guess I'd slow down a little, but now they are done. All right, so same thing, we're gonna kind of aim for the middle, and I layered these this way because I really wanted the light. Oops, I have no thumbnail on that finger on that thumb. It was one of those where you like break it beyond the quick. I hate that. Okay, so we're aiming sort of for the middle. So I won't even try and use that thumb this time. Okay, let's get those a little closer together. Okay, and then the blue. And I'm giving them enough space that the light gray can go on top, but still look like it's in the middle there. So you want to give it a little bit of space. Okay, and then let's do our light gray, our very light gray. Oops, I want that one on that side. Okay, so again, in the Design Space cut file, these are all sliced and sized and everything ready to go for you. Okay, all right, this is probably not dry again, but let's put it on with liquid adhesive and then I'll set it to the side and just let it dry. gonna go right there. Super cute, love it. So here are all 3 cards, stamp it 3 ways. Really, really fun set. You've got so many stamps and so many dies. You could just play with this for months on end. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions.